Today is a day like no other. There is nothing like it. There's something off. And I was watching Family Guy on my new couch with my new TV, enjoying myself. And I was just going through Twitter, and it's just one of those things where you're just, you pull up Twitter real quick, you get a notification, and you look at it, and you're like, my whole world has changed. That's probably happened a couple times to you, and I know today that happened to me. From all places I found out was Drama Alert. And before I continue my little story with you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You know you want to. Share it. Let me know in the comments what I can do to improve on this content. If you don't know who Chris Chan is, I would be pretty surprised, because Chris Chan is probably the most well-documented individual on the face of the planet. It's not Elon Musk. It's not the dude who invented Facebook. It's not the Pope. It's not Andrew Tate. It's literally Chris Chan. If Chris Chan had a movie made about him, it would probably be put out by Marvel and have an insane runtime, because it's just that much information jam-packed into one movie. It's probably going to be like a 12-hour movie, straight up with you. This is like some worldview-changing shit. Forget the moon landing. Steve Jobs is a fucking loser. Elon Musk ain't shit. Fuck Tesla. Fuck Starlink. Fuck World War II. The fucking canned bread ain't shit compared to this. Chris Chan did confirm that there's a child somewhere, and it's with an individual that is referenced and just give the name Flutter. Now, Flutter has apparently a bunch of other names, like the Food Lion lady, and apparently they got caught making it at a CVS one time, which is, that's some Chris Chan shit, if you know what I'm talking about. Now, I'm not going to sit here and give you the entire, lore of Chris Chan start to finish, but let's be real, I think you want the juiciest details and the most recent things. That's why you're here, that's why you're coming to me. I know I'm a popular individual, and I know there's some people out there who like me a little bit too much, but I'm just a chill guy. I'll give you the quick summary. Essentially, Chris Chan ended up in prison, and the reasoning behind it being that Chris Chan was living with his mother, and his mother was unfortunately essayed by Chris Chan. And then when Chris Chan went to jail, someone in the system screwed up, and Chris Chan walked free. And then can you guess where Chris Chan went after that? That's right. Right back home with his dementia-ridden mother, who he essayed. What the fuck?
When the child is actually coming into play, or somewhere around that point, or I just might keep y'all in the dark and let y'all know it and wait till after the child is born.
It's time to pack your bags. Get off the track, big dog. It's wrap it up. You're chalked. They say life is a race and everyone's running at their own pace, but also everyone's running on their own path. Everyone's got their own thing. Everyone's going to be at different speeds. Now, dog, you're getting shit on, and Chris Chan is speedrun this bitch, and he got a girlfriend and he got a fucking kid before you. Isn't that fucking crazy? Isn't that bizarre? It's fucking crazy, right? Chris Chan, if you know Chris Chan, that's fucking insane. The dude who while he was getting arrested in the back of the squad car, it was telling the police officer that all fictional characters are going to come to life and they're all going to become real because they're in alternate dimensions or some shit. And if you told 8-year-old me that, I would have fucking immediately believed you. But I'm as a functioning adult, I obviously don't believe that. But he was telling the dude, he's like, hey, do you like Spider-Man? Or it was Superman or something. Yeah, well, you're gonna meet him. Yeah, he's gonna be. Yeah, it was Spider-Man. You're gonna meet him. He's gonna be swinging around New York, but you're gonna be able to meet him someday. The constant displays of mental anguish and mental instability, just mental illness in general, is just fucking crazy. That this is a person before you and me has a kid, bro. Real talk, what the fuck? Now, what happens in the clip is someone in the chat drops a dono, and they're like, hey, when are you going to announce the kid that you're having, And nonchalantly, Chris Chan just goes you know what? I think when you guys are ready for it, I don't think you guys are ready for it. Well, literally, like openly, right there, blatantly, just admitting that there's a child somewhere, and the child's due in summer, right? And it's about like 6, 7 months, right? So the timeline adds up, right? That's checking out, and apparently this girlfriend, this individual, is European, and before the last time they hooked up. They did a little something, and Christian hopped on that plane and dipped out, and they got the phone call like, "Hey, dog, you all have to get your ass over here. You got a kid now." On top of all of this, Christian is 42 years old. Now, with all this being said, what I've shown you, what I've talked to you about, does this sound like someone who could take care of themselves, feed themselves in the daily, just general maintenance, hold a job, hold anything at all? No, the answer is probably not. Now, having a kid like that, probably not going to bode well for the kid. We see all celebrity figures and people who have OnlyFans and things like that. People who are just popular in general, maybe just a locale on the internet, or just like a celebrity who's not really on the internet. They're just well known from like movies or radio or etc. The list can really go on. We hear all these horror stories of kids getting bullied in school, going through horrible stages of depression as a result, being socially isolated, self-isolating even in some cases, and because of the actions of their parents. This is not going to be the same as any of those with Christian, right? This is going to be way worse. I cannot express to you how horrific of an existence this child will have. Theoretically speaking, if this is all true, this could just be Christian talking out of his ass. Christian clearly is a shit talker, but say this is true for just a second. Bear with me. Can you fucking imagine going to public school and people finding out Christian was your father? Like, sit down for a second. What do you think the first thing someone's gonna say to you? Because honestly, I'd fucking feel horrible for that kid. I'd be like, "Hey, dude, I ain't gonna lie to you. It's time to pack it up and move to a different state. It's not worth it. Maybe start homeschooling. If you want, I can send you some online resources that might help you, because you are not gonna survive here." Not to mention the fact, the guilt, the embarrassment, just things that are gonna like flow over from if Christian even manages to raise this child, or maybe the individual that he's having a child with is in fact as crazy as people are saying online. And there's not a whole lot of resource to go on, but there is some people saying like, she don't like Christian hang out with friends or nothing, or is insanely jealous of everyone else. Like, these are all personality traits from two different parents, or probably some of the worst personality traits to be like raised by. Not at all going to bode well for your mental health, stability, your social life, everything. It's just fuck, dude. It's skill-based matchmaking. I don't really know what to call it, but like it's just bad, right? I don't want to be that guy, but it's New Game Plus is clearly too fucking difficult right now. It's time to just start a new file and play on hard, even if that's what you wanted to do. I still remember getting out of high school and like seeing some friends that I had get married and move on with their lives, get into serious relationships, and never hear from them again. Some people, I know one guy had a kid like a year into college, bro, like right after high school. And I was like, damn, bro, like what the fuck? And then I'm sitting on my couch, 22, and Christian's got a kid before me. And I'm like, damn, bro, what the fuck? Yeah, if you couldn't tell by my voice, I'm starting to lose my attitude, my accent, if you will. I'm getting a little tired. It's late. I think I'm going to start wrapping it up here. I know I dumped a bunch of heavy shit on you, so I'll leave you with a little fun one you can talk about in the comments. What if John F. Kennedy's head just did that? What if it just exploded? Just watermelon in the thighs, just, you know what I'm saying? There was no bullet, there was no shooter, there was no sniper, there was no window, there was nothing. It just happened. And then the CIA, FBI, and the government got together and like, dude, what the fuck do we tell people? Like, his head just did that. Like, we didn't have a shooter. What the fuck happened? You know, we can't just go around telling people that their heads can just explode like that. What if it was just wasn't? What if it wasn't a one-off? Can you imagine the chaos? All right. Anyway, I guess I'll wrap it up here. Thank you for watching all the way through. Like if you like it, dislike if you dislike it, subscribe to stick around, and of course, let me know in the comments what I can do to improve the videos, because the engagement gets the video recommended to more people, and of course, more people brings more feedback, and I can improve on the content. Thank you for sticking around to the end. See ya.